What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. It is March 20th, 2022, and I apologize for the buzz or the background noise. Some people say they can hear it, some people say they can't. I know it is there on certain speakers or certain headphones, but I'm moving locations, so I'm not going to get too invested into the fact of why or how it's happening. I don't know, but all my setup's changing, so just bear with me while we have it. But today we're talking about a topic that actually got brought up to me, and I've seen it pop up in the past. Whenever I do a review on a card, or talk about a new card, or talk about an old card, I talk about the ROI, or how it can make money back, or how long it takes to make money, or how profitable it is. And I always typically refer to Ethereum as the baseline. And a lot of people ask me, why don't I start referring to other coins as the new baseline? And they're wondering that because Ethereum is going proof of stake. Potentially in June of 2022, this year, it could get pushed back. It's a possibility. Nobody knows for sure right now. It's looking like it will get pushed back, but like I said, nobody knows. But people are like, why don't you like talk about like how long or how much it'll make or how profitable it is on other coins? And the reason why I don't do that is because when slash if, I guess it's not a if, it is a when, because it is going to happen. Ethereum goes proof of stake, and all of that mining power comes off of Ethereum because you will not be able to mine Ethereum anymore, and spreads out into all the other coins. So I'm talking about your, Ethereum Classic, your Raven coin, your Beam, your Grin, Flux, all these other coins, Conflux. Just there's tons of them. The profitability is gonna go all bonkers. There's gonna be coins or mining networks that are gonna get crushed. They just will not be able to keep up with the amount of hash power that comes online, and there'll be economies built out of these coins that will be crushed. Some just won't be able to sustain people essentially just jumping on it and reaping all the benefits or reaping the rewards or dumping the coins and essentially dumping the price. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be easy. Like we'll just flip over to Raven coin, we'll mine Raven coin, blah blah blah. My card does $2 a day on Raven coin right now, so I'm gonna just plan that out in my head. That card's gonna be doing $2 a day on Raven coin after proof of stake. 100% that is not going to be true because the difficulty is going to go up tremendously on every coin worth its salt. So that's why I don't refer to all the other algorithms in a profitability terms whenever I'm talking about cards. Now I will jump into that and I'll mention them here and there, but Ethereum is the top dog for mining, so it is the baseline. And I've mentioned this in the past, but there will be one coin that will rise to the top, but it will take a while. I don't think it's going to be overnight. I definitely know it won't be overnight. But everything that we have to do with GPU mining pretty much revolves around Ethereum. The way we talk about hash rates, the way we talk about efficiencies, nobody refers to, oh man, my 3070, oh, those do 60 mega hash. They don't say that because it does 60 mega hash on Ravencoin, because it doesn't. They don't say that because it does 60 mega hash on Grin or Beam or anything. They say that because it does 60 mega hash on Ethereum. So Ethereum is the baseline. That's why I talk about profitability on Ethereum right now. And you cannot bank on the fact that a card is doing a specific amount today on an alternative coin that it'll be able to do that in the future. Mining is volatile. A lot of people are forgetting that, or a lot of people that are new into the space don't realize that we did dip down just a few years ago before this last pump. We dipped down into basically break even, if not, depending on your power, straight up unprofitable mining times if you were mining and selling off. And the easy thing is to say, like, oh, well, I'm going to just mine and hold for it to go up. But if you have a significant amount invested in cards and you're paying out a good deal of electricity every month, it is hard. It's hard to just straight eat that electric for months and months and months at a time. Because a lot of people just think, oh, well, I'll just sell off just enough to pay electric. But think about it like this: what if you're making, $1,000 a month on your GPUs and your electric bill is $950 a month? So you're gaining $50 a month. Is it worth it at that time? Is it worth it? or do you eat the $950 electric, hold on to that 1,000, and hopefully it goes up in value depending on what coins they are. So I know we're getting a little off topic here. I felt like I wanted to address that because I think a lot of people are I don't want to use naive, but maybe they're a little green. There's a lot of people that are a lot green to it. I know there's a lot of you OGs and jellyfish and people, that have been in the space for a long time, and I'm preaching to the choir, and I apologize, but I just don't want people to get over invested or overextended into a market and they think they're just going to be able to flip over to another algorithm and everything's going to be hunky dory. It's going to be a crazy time, and I think it's kind of exciting. But after Ethereum goes proof of stake, a lot's going to happen. It's going to happen really fast, and I mean, I don't know how it's going to go down, but I imagine it's going to go back to those days like in 2017, where you meet up with your buddies of the evening. We would typically meet up on like Discord and stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm mining this, and they're like, oh, well, I'm trying this out, and like we're trying that, and then this, and there was a lot more exploration. Of course, Ethereum was also good, was always a good one, but we were like doing dual mining, Ethereum and this, and Ethereum and that, and what was it, ETH and Decred and ETH and Pascal, and there's all kinds of different just stuff that was closer in profitability terms. Not like it is today where you can just straight up you can mine Ethereum. It may not be necessarily the top one most profitable coin for your card, but if your card can mine it, it's going to be one of the top three guaranteed. And averaged over time, it's basically just the best and safest, most reliable thing to mine. Whereas there's a lot of altcoins that have done good, and there's a lot of altcoins that have done bad. So I don't want to beat this subject up too much, but it's going to be a crazy time because whatever becomes the new standard, that's how we'll start referring to stuff. So depending on what algorithm that is, it could be crazy. We could be talking about what algorithm was it Bitcoin Gold that you mine and it's solutions per second or sols? I think that's what it is. I remember when that was big and that was really profitable. It's like, oh, this card's doing 400 sols. It's like, oh man, my 30, just for example, like, oh man, my 3070 is doing, we got it doing 800 sols. And imagine like referring to cards like that. It just makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. But I am weird like that, and it is what it is. So let me know down below, what do you guys think the next top coin's gonna be? Obviously, there's no way to know. This is not financial advice. Don't listen to a guy sitting out in his garage by himself talking to his computer. Do your own research, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. You know what's going on here. But I am leaning heavily towards one of the current altcoins. So I'm mining and holding a small amount of Ravencoin. I think Flux is going to do really good. Ethereum Classic. I've been holding Ethereum Classic for a long time. I really like Ethereum Classic. I hope that these networks don't get crushed with the amount of hash rate that's potentially just going to onload. And a lot of people are just like, oh, well, they'll be fine. Like, difficulty's just going to scale. And yeah, it'll be great. But if price doesn't scale with difficulty, these algorithms will basically become 100% unprofitable, like at the blink of an eye, because ladies and gentlemen, the amount of GPUs and not only GPUs but like ASICs that are online mining the Ethereum network right now is mind blowing. It really is. If you ever get time, go look at the network hash rate and just divide that out by like any GPU. I know there are some ASICs or a lot of ASICs on Ethereum, so you have to take that number with a grain of salt. But there also are, I'd say the GPU hash rate is the GPUs representing the hash rate is at least half or more of the current Ethereum hash rate. Some people wouldn't agree with that. Heck, even if you took 20% of the current hash rate on GPUs, it is a mind-numbing amount of graphics cards. Mind-numbing. So, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna peace out for tonight. I hope y'all had a good one. Hopefully gonna have some good content coming up here soon. I've been waiting on my my intake fan for the new location. I don't want to put any cards or rigs in there because right now there is absolutely zero ventilation, and basically that would just turn it into an easy bake oven and cook my cards. So yeah, I need to get that fan in. and get some kind of exhaust setup going, or we're gonna be at bad times because it's getting really warm outside. And yeah, summer's coming, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of like reverse of like Game of Thrones back in the day, like, you know, winter is coming. No, no, no. For crypto miners, summer is coming. You know, that's the bane of our existence, because if you have rigs in your house, you end up creating extra AC costs for your HVAC system, has to work harder. So essentially, it becomes less profitable to run them. And if you have them in an exterior area, you still have to ventilate them. So you have to use some active cooling with fans. Hopefully, you're not doing it with air conditioning, because that's a more expensive way. But yeah, they don't cool themselves. Well, they do, but they don't. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good one, for real. Adios, adios, all those things. Bye.